Yo, what is up, guys? It is boy123 Jim. Welcome to the 7 Days Podcast. I'm still contemplating, and I'm still thinking whether I should do the podcast every single day of the week from Monday to Sunday. I'm still thinking about that, but yeah. I was going to upload this yesterday, but there was a lot of interruptions in my way, so I decided, you know what, let me push it back till today. Something good happened to me yesterday. Now, it was like early in the morning. I tweeted out to someone and I asked them a question. I was like, hey, what do you think of this whole situation of Animals saying that the Dudleys are not the greatest or legendary tag team ever? And well, this person decided to respond in a way, so I guess I was able to come at him positively in a good way, in a way where he can actually respond. And Bully Ray said only opinion that ever mattered to him was that of the fans. However, I will discuss this tomorrow on @BustedOpen Radio. So Bully Ray from Hell's Kitchen, New York, Calfzilla, was able to respond, and he said he'll talk about it on the Busted Open Radio. What I told him that I would listen to it today, and I don't know if it's up now as I'm recording, but I'll listen to it after when I'm done. But yeah, it was nice to see Bubba Ray, or Bully Ray, actually like respond. I guess I worded like how I put that together, that question. I was able to word that right, so I feel positive about that. Because normally, when you tweet at a superstar like a Bully Ray or someone like that, you don't get a response. Period. I mean, I obviously know that if I came at him like, yo, Bubba, what do you think of Animal talking shit about the Dudleys not being a legendary tag team? Do you think he would respond to that? I don't think so. So, I want to thank Bully Ray for responding at all. And, yeah, I will be listening to the Busted Open Radio. I want to hear his opinion about this whole Animal situation. I don't know why Animal is trying to compare the Road Warriors to the Dudleys, because it's different. I swear it's like different eras, right? I think it is. I mean, the Road Warriors dominated the tag team scene back then in like the 70s or 80s, I think, around there, where they would go to multiple promotions and territories and actually get shit done and become tag champs, right? The Dudleys, they started in ECW, became ECW tag champs, then they went to the World Wrestling Federation / Entertainment, and they became their tag team champions over there. And then after many years of becoming WWF tag team champions, the World Tag Team Champions, and the WWE tag team champions from Raw and SmackDown, then they went to Impact over there, and they won the tag team titles over there. Then they went to New Japan, and they won the IWGP tag team championships as well. So they have won a lot of tag team titles. They are, what, a 23, 24 time tag team champion, period, in the Dudleys. So, I mean, that's like comparing John Cena to Hulk Hogan, or freaking Randy Orton to Macho Man, or like, it's just dumb. It's like, come on now. Everybody that has done of importance in wrestling, that has made a name for themselves where people recognize them and know who they are, that means you are in a way legendary. In their own perspective, they are legendary. Dudleys, they're known for putting people through tables. They've been a part of the legendary tag team matches in the past. You know, the TLC at WrestleMania 17, I believe, the SummerSlam 2000, the WrestleMania ladder match at WrestleMania 2000, and yeah, WrestleMania 16. So yeah, the Dudleys has been a part of a lot of legendary things, you know. TNA, I mean, who could ever forget the Team 3D versus the Machine Guns, or the Team 3D versus Beer Money, you know, those tag team matches. I watched them, and they are one of my favorite tag team matches in Impact today. So the Dudleys has done great stuff, and also has the Road Warriors. The Road Warriors has done a lot of great things that nobody would ever try to not give them credit, not give them respect, not give them admiration for it. You know, like the Road Warriors has done a lot. They have done a lot to where they made themselves a legendary tag team. But I guess in Animal's head, and the way how he's thinking is that this team done this, and that team did whatever they did, but we are. It's like a dick measuring contest, basically. You know, it's like whose dick is bigger than whose, who did more than who's better than who, even though it doesn't necessarily matter because it's a whole conversation where it's opinionated. Everyone has their own opinions, and yeah, that's his opinion, but he should know that there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be like, go fuck yourself, Animal. You're a legendary tag team, yes, but the Dudleys are a legendary tag team also. You're not just the one that's a legendary tag team. They're a legendary tag team also, so I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say. Like, a lot of people are just gonna go all over that, so I don't get Animal's situation, but hey, it's his opinion. In the end of the day, we can't do nothing. You think you just go up to someone's face and be like, what did you say about the Dudleys? Oh, you think they're not a legendary tag team? Are you gonna fight him right there for what? That's how he thinks. So I'm just saying, be careful what you say on the internet, because people are just gonna fucking go berserk and try to fight you or just have an argument for nothing. Like the whole thing with Randy Orton. I mean, he agreed what Rip Rogers said. I don't agree what Randy Orton or what Rip Rogers said. Do I find it funny that it's true? Yes, I do. I find it funny and I agree. It is true that, flip, dive, you know, not selling and doing worthless moves, but it builds and it's exciting. It's exciting, basically. It is exciting. Like, to me, I was so used to WWE stuff. Like, whenever a match happened to WWE, I would actually care. But then as years went on, I slowly started to fade away from that. And then when I started watching Ring of Honor or Impact, and when I see the X Division or I just see Ring of Honor period, and I'm like, God dang, these matches are ridiculous. These super kicks, you know, like the Young Bucks is the only tag team I love or the only people I love where they do a move repeatedly. I swear to God, it's just fun. Mainly because I have Steve Corino in the back of my head screaming super kick. Maybe that's the reason why, but I'm just saying they're the only tag team or anybody on the earth where they could spam the same move and I would love it, period. Like, that's their gimmicks. They spam super kicks. But yeah, it's all about opinions in the end of the day. So I'm surprised that Bully Ray didn't go off when I asked that question, but at the same time, I'm actually glad he took the right approach and said, you know what? His opinion, he could have his opinion. In the end of the day, it's all about the fans. You know, him, it's just another guy try to boast. So he'll talk about it on the Busted Open radio. But yeah, now it's time to talk about Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. And again, I was gonna do the bragging rights, but I just got lazy. I got lazy. I'm like, fuck it, let me put it in the podcast instead. So Raw this week, there's some things I like and a lot of things I didn't like. Well, to be honest, Monday Night Raw, I wasn't even home to watch the show. I was out with my friends from like 6 to 10, so I was outside playing ball and then walking around. Friend bought me food, and yeah, we just chilled and stuff. And then when I got home by like 10:15, then I'm starting watching Raw. Then I went back to see what happened at the beginning of the show. And well, let me see what happened at the beginning of the show. We had Miz TV. Jesus Christ. Miz is slowly starting to go back to way how he was back in 2016 or 15, where all he did was Miz TV. Like, come on. Now, again, I don't like Miz. I don't at all, right? I don't like The Miz. I respect The Miz for what he's done for the Intercontinental Championship, but I don't like him, right? Now, he has Cesaro and Sheamus as his guest, and he's basically kissing their asses. And then Dean Ambrose came out threatening to fight. Miz brings up that Ambrose is outnumbered. Then the Hardys came through, and then they had the tag team match after the commercial break, which led for the Hardys and Ambrose to win. And then Corey Graves got a text message later on and went to Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle said it could ruin him if it's true, or something along those lines. And Corey Graves is like, I don't know what's about me, but people like to tell me shit. I don't know why, but that's how it is. Then Elias Sampson had his match against a jobber named Jack Evans. Sampson got the win. Joe was watching Finn Balor's 24 special, WWE 24 special, and then Bray Wyatt interrupted Joe's interview, and then which led for that triple threat match, which I had no interest for anyway. I had no interest for this match, not one. I was able to get home for the main event, but no interest for this match whatsoever. Alright? Samoa Joe got the win after he tosses Balor onto the outside. When Balor hit the coup de grace on Wyatt, Joe capitalized and everybody got the win. Rollins was interviewed talking about Roman Reigns, how he owns Roman Reigns, how every time it's him and Rollins, every time it's Reigns and Rollins going at it in the ring, it's always Rollins getting the win, and I actually like that because it's true. I remember Money in the Bank. I enjoyed the match. It's just that my whole focus is Reigns gonna win. So I have the reaction. I'll put the link in the description if you guys want. Like, I'm dead serious. I was focusing on Reigns was gonna win this match, and that was just gonna sour the pay-per-view for me, right? But Rollins got the win that night, which left for Ambrose to cash in, and yeah. So I like this segment. I like this interview, what Rollins did, basically bringing up that he owns Roman Reigns when it comes to the ring, and I don't blame him. Noam Dar took on Rich Swann with Banks in the corner of Swann, and Alicia Fox was in the corner of Noam Dar. And Rich Swann with the Phoenix Splash, a corkscrew 450 splash, able to get the win over Noam Dar. So then after that, we had the Revival coming through and addressing the Enzo Amore situation. The Revival was spotted in the back where Sasha Banks was being interviewed, and I think that was after or before Enzo was found attacked on the in the backstage. And I'm actually happy that they actually brought that up. Now, people said that on Twitter, or people said that in the reviews last week, how the Revival was spotted backstage, and I'm like, oh shit, really? I didn't see that. And then they brought it up. I'm like, oh shit, look at that. Okay, I like that. So I want to see what happens with that. But after that whole situation, Big Cass comes through. Now, Big Cass, is normally when he talks, he's more robotic than ever. People say Charlotte is robotic. Fucking Big Cass. Holy shit. If you want to look at the epitome of robotic, you see Big Cass when he speaks with Enzo Amore with their promos before the matches. But this was the most realist Big Cass I've ever seen in my life. He comes out to Corey Graves saying, what are you insinuating? What are you trying to say? That I am the one behind Enzo's attack? And I'm the one that's attacking Enzo? And then Corey Graves is just apologizing as much as he can, saying he's sorry for just saying that it's a misunderstanding. He shakes his hand. Now, kayfabe, a YouTuber I subscribed to months ago, right? I watched his recent video about an update about who's behind attacking Enzo, right? He brings up the fact that Corey Graves said that on Raw last week, the first time Enzo got attacked, that he would like to shake hands with the person that attacked Enzo. And then this week on Raw, when Corey Graves apologized to Big Cass for insinuating that Cass has something to do with this, he shook his hand. Now, that is a great point to pick up and actually put that together. And I honestly want to know. I think it's Big Cass in the end of the day. I don't think it would be the Revival. I would either way. If it's a Revival, great. If it's Big Cass, even better. But we'll see what happens. So think about that. Now, I'm not saying just immediately assume that's Big Cass. I'm just saying think about that. Corey Graves said he would like to thank the guy. He would like to shake a man's hand that attacked Enta, and then he shook the hand of Big Cass. Just saying. Anyways, Kalisto took on Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil got the win. Kalisto, you need to fucking change. I'm serious. Kalisto needs to change. Kalisto, I was one of the biggest Lucha Dragons fan I swear, I was a huge fan. I was hoping one day they would become tag team champions on the main roster. But when they split them up, Kalisto fell off the deep end. Sin Cara had a decent match with Dolph Ziggler weeks ago on SmackDown, but Kalisto fell off the fucking deep end. He tried to get back, getting some attention, going up against Braun Strowman in that ridiculous dumpster match, but in the end, Kalisto with his horrible theme song. Fuck, dude. I feel like I'm in 2000s. And that's the thing. I love to go back in time and relive the nostalgia shit, but this doesn't work for me. Kalisto needs to get rid of that ridiculous theme song. Get back the old Lucha Dragons theme song, which actually got people excited. Get that one. Use that for Kalisto. For fuck's sake. But I'm glad Titus O'Neil got the win. You know what? I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this earlier. And I really, really, really want this. I want people like Curtis Axel. I want people like Bo Dallas. I want to see them on TV. I do. Monday Night Raw's 3 fucking hours. Just give me a reason why they're fighting. That's all I want. Just be like, Curtis Axel's having an interview talking about, how he was a part of that Miz movie, or just something. Say that he fell off the deep end. He's in the worst shape of his career. He's in something. I don't give a fuck. Just something. And then somebody comes through and talks shit about him, and then they have their match on Raw. Like, that's all I want. I want to see Curtis Axel on TV. What happened to Curtis Axel that won the Intercontinental Championship? He claims that he's better than his father. He's better than Perfect. I literally said this in my head. If you're better than Perfect, you need to win the WWE title, because your father did not win the WWE title. So, Curtis Axel, I want to see him on TV. That's what I'm trying to say. Bo Dallas, same thing. I want to see guys like that. I don't want to... Kalisto, I honestly don't fucking care. I care about Axel and Bo Dallas more than Kalisto right now. I honestly do. That's sad. That's sad, but it's true. Titus O'Neil, I care about Titus O'Neil. I like seeing Titus O'Neil on TV, even though this ridiculous thing with Paul Lurkers, I love it. I love the Titus brand. Make it a win. Titus O'Neil getting a win on Monday Night Raw. I love it. I really love it. So, I want to see more of this Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil. See where this is going to end up. I really do. Now, we had the worst segment of 2017. I love Alexa Bliss. I claim that Alexa Bliss is better than Charlotte. And I'm sticking with that wholeheartedly. I'm sticking with that statement, because Charlotte, yes, she may have won the women's title at WrestleMania, and she held it for many months until July 25th when she lost to Sasha Banks. Yeah. But, okay, she won, lost the championship. Alexa Bliss, she won the women's title from SmackDown, held it for at least a month or two, which is decent. lost the belt to Naomi, got it back because Naomi was injured, held it to WrestleMania. At least she went to WrestleMania as a champion. Charlotte did not this year. And then she lost the title, but then she went on to Raw and won the women's title like that. So she's the first ever Raw and women's champion in the brand split. And that night, Payback, I said Alexa Bliss is better than Charlotte, just because of that fact alone. But I cannot sit here and say I loved this segment, or liked it, or thought it was decent. No, it was cringe. Now, I give Alexa Bliss so much credit for trying. You know, you gotta give someone credit for trying. This is, like, the whole production, this is not even, I mean, come. Now, I'm not going to try to compare it to This Is Your Life from Mick Foley, how he does it, because he has the person that he's doing a This Is Your Life segment for, he has them in the ring. She's doing this to make fun of Bayley, which Charlotte has done, which Sasha Banks has done. So this whole making fun of Bayley thing is kind of played out now. You know, this whole Bayley, making fun of Bayley trend, this is kind of like, you need to chill on that. Like, this is done. This is like old. Come on now. You know? That's what I feel. That's how I feel about this whole thing. Now, she has this woman talking about, I think it was Bayley's teacher, 4th grade teacher, saying how Bayley was a good student, sat in the front row with her father. Her dad was there because Bayley would cry once she was a part of it. I don't fucking know what this is about. Bliss introduced a younger woman next to Bayley. Bayley's childhood friend, Tracy, talks about she was good friends with Bayley until Bayley did not want to hang out. She rather watch Raw or SmackDown. The fans were bored at this part. Now look, obviously, I think I would assume this was when the Attitude Era was going on. I don't fucking blame Bayley for dropping her friend for the Attitude Era. Okay, I don't at all. I would drop my friend to watch the Attitude Era as well. I would. But later on, I'll try to make up with my friends later on. But that entire period of the Attitude Era, I would seriously say, go fuck yourself. But, you know, or at least like Mondays and Thursdays, go fuck yourself. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm good. We can hang out, you know. So that's what I would do. And then the girl Tracy is upset because Bayley would rather watch Raw and SmackDown. So she's upset that Bayley is a wrestling fan and she'd rather watch the thing that she enjoy than hang out with her quote best friend. Then Bliss brings up the old ex-boyfriend. I thought Bayley never kissed a dude. Didn't Bliss say that? I don't forget. If I was in that backstage, I would bring up so much stuff from back then. Like if I see our truth, like, oh man, you know, I still remember to this day of you fighting John Cena at Capital Punishment for the WWE title, and you got okey-doked by a little white boy when he threw water in your face. like I would do something like that. So I remember Alexa Bliss saying, "Have you ever kissed a boy? Oh my God, you never kissed a boy." I remember that. So now she has an ex-boyfriend. Okay. First he says, "Well, Babe was a nice girl." She wants to know, Bliss wants to know about the first date. Why am I reading this? Why? Okay, so in the end, look, the dude brought up how Bayley was so obsessed with bringing her father everywhere, wherever she went with Phil, another guy named Phil, for fuck's sake. And then, the moment the one night they had a moment where they're about to kiss. His eyes was closed, but nothing happened. He opened his eyes. The father was so close of kissing the dude in the face. Like, bruh. And then Phil's like, oh, the only reason why he dated Bayley was to get close to Tracy. That is so whack. Oh my God. And then Tracy's like, what? You did? I'm like, you know what? I come to realization a long time ago, but I'm going to say this anyway. TV romance is the cringiest romance I've ever seen in my life. I swear to God, this. And then they start making out, and then Good God. And then Bailey came through. She tried to fight, but Bliss stands tall with the kendo stick. Blah, blah, blah. So there we go. Back from the break, we had Enzo getting assaulted. Kurt Angle trying to calm down Big Cass. He told him that he will do something about this. Big Cass said he's not going to leave Enzo's side anymore, which you should have been with him to begin with, you fucking asshole. Anyway, so after that, we had the Cruiserweight Tag Team match. I don't give a fuck. We had Aries and Gallagher win. Okay. And then we had Goldust. Goldust having his the director's chair promo, where he's feeling himself and rubbing his face and doing all this shit, and then R2 starts doing a Pulp Fiction shit. Like he's copying what happened. You guys know what I'm trying to say. He's copying what he saw from Pulp Fiction and blah, blah, yeah. I hope this goes down at Extreme Rules. I mean, look, if I was in WWE and I see R-Truth in the ring and he's talking trash about Goldust and stuff, I would have went up to his face and be like, bro, I'm like, R-Truth, look, what happened to the guy that said rapping and dancing got him nowhere? What happened to the guy that, complained how he was rapping for the fans, get rowdy, and then what's up, and all this stuff. And then now, he's teaming up with Goldust at the time, and I mean, I don't get it. You said you were done rapping for the people. The truth has set you free. You went on to fight John Cena in a main event on a pay-per-view for the WWE title. And then you went down, you joined Miz, you fought The Rock and John Cena in the main event of Survivor Series, and you lost. And then what happened? What happened next? You got assaulted by Miz, and then you went crazy again, and then you joined Kofi Kingston, you became tag team champions, and then you fell off the deep end. You just lost. You just went off and you just went back to rapping. So I'm actually glad Goldust turned his back on Truth, to be honest. I mean, come on. Goldust, I wanted Goldust to stop doing this comedy shit for a long time. I mean, I recognize how legendary Goldust is, not like long ago, but I'm like, come on. I mean, Goldust needs to go and get some singles titles. I want Goldust to get the major championship. I already said this, but I really do want him to go get a big title, the Universal or WWE World title. It's about freaking time. I mean, yes, he needs to build himself up. Like I said, by the end of the year, he should be Universal or WWE World Champion, whichever brand he goes on. I don't know if they do the brand split draft this year. I don't know, but I want Goldust to get a championship match, a world championship match. It's been too long. I really do. But yeah, I really hope this goes down in Extreme Rules, not on the pre-show, not the kickout show, on the pay-per-view. If what's his name? Rich Swann and Sasha Banks take on Noam Dar and Alicia Fox, then come on. I honestly do not want to see it. Yes, it's fun to see Sasha Banks dancing and Rich Swann dancing with them, and they're doing the Michael Jackson thing, all that stuff. But overall, I don't care. I just don't. I might do my Extreme Rules prediction as well in this long-ass podcast. But yeah, I'm going way too long on Raw, so let me just get this over with. And the main event, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. I was able to get home by this point, and yeah, this match, great match, on par with the Money in the Bank match last year, and I love this match. Now, Roman Reigns getting the win, I don't mind it. I don't know why people are, I don't get people. Now look, I am not pleased or happy or, overexcited that Roman Reigns won against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I'm not. I want Taker to win. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did. I'm like, if it's his last match, come on, you know. But Taker did what he wanted to do, put over Reigns. So I have nothing but love and respect for the Undertaker. I have nothing against Reigns. I don't hate Reigns. I'm a fan of Reigns. I wouldn't be saying Superman hose if I wasn't a fan of Roman Reigns, because it's kind of whack for me to say something like that and not. I'm a fan of the guy. I am. He has the same thing for Cena. You know, like I like someone that the fans majority hate, right? But the thing is, I am okay with him winning against Rollins tonight. That night, I'm okay with it because it's just a match. It's not like it's a number one contenders match or it's a championship match. Then I would understand, but this is just a normal match. They're just building momentum heading into the pay-per-view this Sunday. Reigns gotta win, sure. But normally when people win on Monday, they don't win the pay-per-view. Now, I'm going to do my predictions in a moment, but yeah, that's practically it. I don't think I should do anything else. No, that's it for Monday Night Raw. I mean, this show was, like I said, there's some things I liked. Did I like the Miz TV segment? Not much. I skipped the tag team match. I like the Corey Graves, Kurt Angle situation. I like that. Big Cass being real. I like that. The triple threat. I still don't care, but I enjoyed the match. Looking back, I enjoyed it a little bit. Like maybe towards the end, I enjoyed it. The Revival being there, I enjoyed that as well. Title Sanoa getting a win. I love that. Jesus Christ. I'm not going to bring up that Bliss situation. Big Cass and Kurt Angle. And the main event. And Goldust and R-Truth. That's the only things I like. Everything else, the cruiserweights, the Bliss Bailey thing, and Noam Dar and Swan, and the beginning of the triple threat match, and also Samson and Evans. And the 6-man tag, I don't care. But, yeah, like I said, Title Chanel and Reigns and Rollins and you know, and the Revival and all the good stuff I just said, that's what I enjoy. Everything else, nah. I just don't enjoy it. Now, I just gotta look for SmackDown Live review results, I should say. Now I'm gonna do that real quick before I get to Extreme Rules. Because honestly, Extreme Rules doesn't feel important to me right now. I feel like Extreme Rules might be the worst, one of the worst pay-per-views of the freaking year, in my opinion. Mainly because it just doesn't feel like I should care. It just doesn't. It's just a pay-per-view that's there. That's what that feels like to me. Now I'm gonna tell you right off the bat the things I do not like on SmackDown Live. I did not like the New Day coming through. The New Day coming back and interrupting the Usos. I kind of like that. I kind of did. But overall, now the segment that they had with the Usos and the New Day, I liked some of it, where like the Usos were being strong, saying this is the Usos penitentiary. I loved that part. When Big E was talking, I loved it. When Woods started to talk, it was like good, but then it started to drain a little bit. It's like it started to drain, and it's like making me feel like I'm kind of sick of this, you know. But that's how I felt. So they started off SmackDown with Kevin Owens, with Shinsuke Nakamura, I believe, coming through. Yeah. Kevin Owens was talking about Jericho, blah, 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 Money to Bank, he's going to win, yeah. And then Nakamura comes out. Owens talking shit to Nakamura. Well, this might be the only time I can say that Nakamura, when he's speaking, I can kind of understand him, and, you know, but I tried and I actually caught what he said. You know, he bringing up how Kevin Owens, you know, he lost to Nakamura in the tag match, and also Baron Corbin lost to Sami Zayn twice. So I got that part of Nakamura's promo. Baron Corbin tried to brag that he beat up Sami Zayn, even though Kevin Owens, I knew Kevin Owens was going to say it. I was hoping that he would, and he did say that he'd been beating up Sami Zayn for 15 years. You ain't got nothing on me. So, yeah, they brawled it out. Zayn came through, and he demanded a tag match, and that's what we got. We got that, and Nakamura and Zayn got the win. So, Nakamura looking strong. I like that. You know, some people might not like how he's in Money in the Bank, and he rather do something. I mean, is John Cena coming back now? I don't think so. I think he's going to come back after Money in the Bank. That's my opinion. But, yeah, so speaking of this tag team situation I was talking about. So the Usos came out. They're talking about, you know, who they beat and how they're champs. When the New Day came out, they got a big pop. I was like, oh, shit, you know. The New Day was talking, Xavier Woods was like how he's in his hometown and all that stuff, and Usos saying how they got the tag team division on lock. How this is the Usos penitentiary. And Big E, this is why I said that I love when Big E was talking. Big E said, they know what goes down in the penitentiary. And as far as the tag team titles go, we like them. And we want them. And then Woods was like, we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. Kofi should have said, the choice is yours, because that would have been the most funniest part for me. But he said, answer better be yes, because in a way, Biggie and Woods brought up the Booty Warrior from Boondocks. If you watch Boondocks, I swear to God, that's what I was thinking of the entire time. And the Usos said they better wake up from their fairy tale because it's about to get real. So, yeah, in the end of the day, they're going to have their match at Money in the Bank for the tag belts, which I like. I mean, a part of me didn't like it because of, like, you're just getting a tag match because you didn't do anything to earn it, but that's what's gonna go down. And I'm like, you know what, fuck it. In the end of the day, the Usos need opponents for the tag team titles. Simple as that. So we have the Breezango situation. I kind of like this when they when they showed the women in, like, before Breeze came through with the wig. I'm like, is that Summer Rae? Fuck yes. Finally, but it's fucking television. I'm like, God dang. So after that, we had the Fatal 5-Way. This whole thing just went into chaos. They just brawled it out. They put each other through tables, and then Shane was like, you know, we're gonna do something historic. So at Money in the Bank, we're gonna have Charlotte versus Natty versus Tamina versus Carmella versus Becky in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, I'm thinking Naomi hasn't defended the belt since, I think, Charlotte weeks ago. It's about to be 4 weeks, I think, since then. Or maybe it has been. I don't fucking know. Is she defending the title at Money in the Bank? Is Shane McMahon gonna get Nikki Bella to fight Naomi for the belt? Who is fighting Naomi for the... Is he going to make one of the competitors in this Money in the Bank ladder match be number one contender and fight Naomi for the championship? What's going on? Like I said, I would have made Charlotte or Carmella the number one contender. We could still have the Money in the Bank women's match. You could have a Fatal 4-Way. I remember 2012 Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Vicky Guerrero made a WWE Champions Only Money in the Bank ladder match where the winner would be getting that contract where they could cash in on the WWE champion. Now they had Jericho, Cena, Big Show, and Kane. 4 people, right? Miz came through because, you know, So it was a 4 to 5 man match. They could have done the same shit here. Now, not exactly where it's only champions or only former champions. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, something like that, where there could be a 4 to 5 women ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase. They could have done something like that, but I'm just wondering who's gonna fight Naomi. Is she gonna pull up Brock Lesnar and not defend the title on pay-per-view again? She did it at Backlash. Is she gonna do it again? I hope not. So we'll see what happens. So Breezango took on the Colognes because they found a mysterious little thing, a little item, a cologne. They found a cologne. So the cologne. So there you go. Breezango able to get the win. This whole thing. It was fun at Backlash. It was good, that show on SmackDown. But now it's time to chill the fuck out with this. They need to get more serious, in my opinion. They need to stop with the mop and the disguise and all this stuff. They need to be serious because they were just competing for the tag team titles. They need to get themselves back on a roll to where they could get back in that limelight. AJ Styles was being interviewed by the beautiful Canadian Renee Young, till Dolph Ziggler and his ridiculousness had to interrupt AJ Styles. AJ Styles was about to fight him, but Ziggler's like, nah, you good, and he walks off. And then Randy Orton came out talking about his grandfather would slap him in the face because he lost the WWE title to a guy like Jinder Mahal. And then Orton talks about his father's lineage, his family's lineage, his family's history, his father being a part of WrestleMania, his Money in the Bank being in his hometown, and he cannot show his face if he does not get the win. Winning is the only option he has, and he's gonna stop talking, and he's gonna become a 14-time champ on June 18th, so only 17 days away from that pay-per-view. Mahal on the Titantron on the big screen, saying how Orton is just like his family. He's like every other ignorant American, talking about a bygone era, telling stories about his father and grandfather while the country is in decay. And then he raises the title of the Mahal. Sorry, I was about to say the Mahal brothers. The Singh brothers will applaud him later on. And then, yeah. And Randy Orton started doing his pose, which I'm the only one that can actually mimic it perfectly. And, yeah. Which led for the main event, AJ Styles versus Dolph Ziggler. The last time they fought was on SmackDown. I think it was September of SmackDown. I believe it was on AJ Styles' road to the WWE Championship last summer. So, yeah. That was the last time they fought, that I believe, one-on-one. I think the last time they've been in a ring, period, was, I guess in that tag match the week prior. I was thinking the best SmackDown of 2016, or the best SmackDown ever, was the last SmackDown of 2016 in Chicago, where John Cena came back and they had many championship matches where they're treating the damn show like a pay-per-view. So, yeah. In the end, Dolph Ziggler kicks AJ Styles, where AJ Styles lands on the ropes. His nuts got fucked up, and after that, he hit him with a super kick and pinned him 1, 2, 3 clean. So Dolph Ziggler got a win. AJ Styles are getting shit in his hometown. Not his hometown, but his home state in Georgia. He's from Gainesville. But yeah, that was SmackDown Live. Wow. Alright. So it's been about 43 minutes so far. Now it's time to talk about Extreme Rules. WWE Extreme Rules 2017. 2016 was a shitty pay-per-view. They need to make this show way better than last year. The last year was ridiculous. This year, they need to make this year's pay-per-view, way better than last year. I don't know if they can make it better than my Extreme Rules pay-per-view. You guys can go check it out on my channel, WWE 2K17. But yeah, let's get into this right now. Alright, so WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view will be live in Baltimore, Maryland, which I didn't know about that. I did not know about that. I did research. It's in Baltimore, Maryland. And yeah, there are a lot of matches. A lot of them. So at least they're all, well, except for the Intercontinental Championship match, they're all kind of extreme. Or, at least there's something to it. I don't fucking know. But yeah. I'm surprised I don't see Goldust and R-Truth. I'm on WWE.com. Their Extreme Rules match card. I do not see Goldust and R-Truth. I want to see that. But anyways, so I'm gonna start off with the least match I care about. So we have Swan and Banks versus Dar and Fucks. And who really gives a fucks about this match? Not me. Not me. Who wins this match? Who cares? Like, if I was to give you an answer, I would say Banks and Swan. There you go. I honestly don't care. I really don't. Sasha Banks, man. You should be going after the women's title, or like going after Bayley for stealing your spotlight. And then, I don't know, something. No. Anyways. We have the Cruiserweight Championship match. We have Neville taking on Austin Aries. Hopefully this is their final match in a submission match. Finally, something that makes sense because they both have submissions as of late. Well, for Neville, I'm speaking of. Neville has a ring self Saturn, and Austin Aries with the Last Chancery. Normally Austin Aries' finishing move would be the Brainbuster, but obviously can't do that in WWE. So the Last Chancery is a great finish submission hold. But yeah, I think Aries is finally going to get the title. I mean, Neville has done phenomenal work as champion for the past 5 months? 5 months, I think. I was going to say 6, but 5 months. For the past 5 months, since winning the title back in January at the Royal Rumble against Rich Swann. Neville's done great work with the title, but I think Aries can finally get the win. I mean, who else is going to fight for the championship after when it's not Aries and when it's not Neville? Who's it going to be? TJP, been there, done that. Kendrick, been there, done that. I think TJP is going to get back into the title hunt. I won't be surprised at the next pay-per-view for Raw. Great Balls of Fire. It's going to be a triple threat match between Neville, Aries, and TJP. I will not be surprised if that happens. Or a Fatal 4-Way. Adding Gallagher to the mix. I don't know. But I'm going with Aries with this one. I went with Aries at Payback, I believe. If not, I went with Neville. But I'm going to go with Aries this time. But yeah. So, Swan and Banks and Aries are my pick at the pay-per-view. And if Goldust and R-Truth went at it, I'm going to go with Goldust, obviously. We have the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. The Hardy Boys versus Cesaro and Sheamus in a steel cage match. Now, people are like, why the fuck did the Hardys not pick a ladder match? That's so stupid. I mean, number one, there has been a lot of ladder matches. I'm not going to lie. WrestleMania, TakeOver, Chicago, and I think that's it. Right? Yeah. So, I think that's, I mean, would it hurt to have another ladder match? I mean, yeah, but I think a different match for these guys, I think it's good. You know, I think they would have got sick of climbing up ladders and shit, but steel cage, obviously we're going to see the Hardys do something crazy. I'm instantly reminded about Jeff Hardy doing the Whisper in the Wind onto the Samoan Bulldozer in Umaga. Rest in peace. Yeah, so I'm going to go with the Hardys with this one. Yeah, people are saying that the Hardys have been winning for the past couple of weeks. They have not lost since they've been back. Maybe Cesaro and Sheamus might do it this time, but I'm going to stick with the Hardys just in case. Just a safe route, in my opinion. We have another match I don't give a fuck about a little bit. Bayley versus Bliss for the championship on a candlestick on a pole match. I will repeat that very closely to the microphone. Alexa Bliss will defend her championship against Bayley in a candlestick, get this, on a pole match. Now I got one question for you. Do you fucking care? Now, they could have made this a street fight, no holds barred, but I guess that'd be too extreme. I mean, come on, these women went in. I mean, for fuck's sake, dude. The Raw women, aka Sasha and Charlotte, went up went up in a Hell in a Cell false kind of anywhere matches. I mean, they did great things. Even though I was sick and tired of them fighting, they did great things. I will not deny that. But you mean to tell me that the whole thing is based on a kendo stick? And now we have a kendo stick on a freaking pole match? God dang. Who do I choose to win? I'm picking Bliss for God. If Bayley wins, could you imagine? I want a kendo stick on a pole match. God, I feel like we're watching WCW. Anyways, then we have the Intercontinental title match. Ambrose versus Miz. If Ambrose gets disqualified, he will lose the title. That's a little bit weak for a match on Extreme Rules, but we'll see where this goes. I'm going to stick with The Miz on this one. The Miz, the guy I do not like, but I feel like Miz is going to do something cheap to win that championship. I mean, yeah, it's obvious that Maurice could just instantly get Ambrose disqualified at the beginning of the match. Maybe Kurt Angle might come out and be like, no, we're not doing that bobo here, alright? Maurice, you're gone from ringside. If Miz gets disqualified, obviously he will lose as well, so. But yeah, I'm gonna go with The Miz. I feel like Miz is gonna do something cheap to win via disqualification. The last person I remember winning a championship due to DQ was Christian, Money in the Bank 2011 in Chicago. So, Miz might do the same thing here at Extreme Rules. And the main event, the WWE Universal Champ. Sorry, I forgot the champ is not even there. Lazy fuck. Anyways, we have a Fatal 5-Way. Extreme Rules Universal Title #1 Contenders match. We have Roman Big Dog Gotta Hunt Reigns. We got Seth freaking Rollins, Finn, Demon Balor, Bray, God Wyatt, and Samoa freaking Joe. Alright? Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I honestly don't give a fuck who wins this match. Do you want to know why? Because I'll take any one of these guys over Brock Lesnar right now. That's how I feel. Now look, yes, I did say it months ago I said it. Oh, if Brock Lesnar wins the Universal title, it's going to give prestige. You know when you see something positive about something before it happens, and then when it does happen, you change your mind instantly and you realize how suck-ass it is? That's how I feel. That's how I feel about this, alright? Brock Lesnar, I thought at least Brock would show up once or twice on Monday Night Raw. He didn't show up at all in the month of May. At all. Not once. Only Paul Heyman showing up does not even count. Paul Heyman showing up on Raw to give Finn Balor a rub, so to speak, does not count. Brock Lesnar has to be on the show in order for it to count. So, I will take a Balor versus Brock, where they win the title from Brock. I will take a Joe versus Brock, Reigns versus Brock, Rollins versus Brock, hell, even Wyatt versus Brock, anyone versus Brock, and they win the title from the guy. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care from Bray Wyatt to Roman Reigns to freaking, I don't know, anyone. Anyone you can think of. Darren Young. I don't care who you are. Anyone besides Brock Lesnar being champion right now. Yes, we gave Kevin Owens shit for his Universal title run. Especially me. That's why I accepted Goldberg's title win against Kevin Owens at Fastlane. But Brock Lesnar winning the title, I'm like, it's going to be cool. Like, who's going to be able to fight against the Beast? But for God's a month. It's been a month. I can't take it anymore. Because when he won the title and then when he's gone, I'm instantly reminded how garbage it was the first time with the WWE World Heavyweight title back in 2014, 2015. Yeah, it was important whenever he showed up, but for God's sakes, man, when it comes to the pay-per-views, what is there to be invested in besides the main championship? Nothing. The Intercontinental title? No. The tag team titles? No. The women's title? Barely. What's there to fight for? But yeah. So like I said, I'll take anyone. But if I had to choose, I would choose... Okay, I'm going to go with 2 picks with this one. Because there's 5 people, so I'm going to go 2 picks. My first pick is Finn Balor. That's my first pick. And my second pick, Seth Rollins. And if I had an honorable mention, an honorable pick, it would be Samoa Joe. Now, I would not be against Roman Reigns winning, and I would not be against... I'll be shocked if Wyatt wins. Everybody will shit if Wyatt wins. Everybody will complain that Roman Reigns won, but everybody would be 50-50 on Balor. Everybody would be okay if Rollins won, and everybody would be 50-50 on Joe as well. So, yeah. So, Rollins and Balor are my official picks, but if I had an honorable mention, it would be Joe as well. So if I had 3 picks, Joe, Balor, Rollins. Done. If I had 4 picks, everyone but Wyatt. So there we go. But yeah, that is Extreme Rules. This show, I don't know. I honestly don't know. As much as I love everybody on this card, I love Swan, I love Banks, I love Neville, I love Aries, I love the tag team, everyone. Cesaro, Sheamus, Hardy's, Jeff and Matt. I love Bliss, I love Bailey, I love Ambrose, I hate Miz, and I love everybody in this Fatal 5-Way match, but this pay-per-view by itself doesn't feel like a pay-per-view to me. It feels WrestleMania 32 level. That's what this feels. Not good. But yeah, that's basically it. That is it for Extreme Rules. I'm gonna enjoy it obviously this Sunday, but as of building up to it, I'm gonna watch all the Extreme Rules pay-per-views just to get into the mood. But yeah, that's Extreme Rules. Those are my picks. So my picks are Swan and Banks, Aries, the Hardy Boys, Bliss, Miz, and Balor, Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe. So there you go. Those are my picks at Extreme Rules for their respective matches. Obviously, if Balor doesn't win and Rollins does, then he's one of my picks I picked. If Balor or Rollins doesn't win, then Joe is the one I picked as well. And if none of them win, then oh god. But yeah, that's basically it for Extreme Rules, and there we go. Maybe I should talk about Jinder Mahal real quick. Now, everybody's souring about Jinder Mahal. How, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, look, you better like what I like or go fuck yourself. No. If you don't like Mahal, you don't like Mahal winning, I don't blame you. I understand completely. I'm not against you. It's just that when people are over exaggerating, saying how, oh, it's the death of the WWE, there's a lot of things that I can say that was the death of the WWE. The Sasha Banks and Charlotte situation, that was the death of the WWE. I can say that. I can say Balor getting injured, that was the death of Monday Night Raw. That was the death of WWE. A lot of things I can say. People just like to over exaggerate and just likes to shit on things where they don't give it a chance at all. It's like when you're going on a sports team. It's like if you're a newbie and you're on a sports team, and everybody on the team is giving you shit because you don't. They're assuming that you don't know anything, but they're not willing to give you a chance. It's basically that. Wouldn't you want them to give you a chance so you can show them what you can do? That's basically what Mahal is right now. Let him do what he needs to do. Let him show us, what he can do as WWE champion. I'm not saying you have to like it. I'm not saying, I'm not telling you what to do overall. I'm just saying, let's just see what happens, and then we could just shit all over it if it's overall bad. And people are saying that Cena's going to be the one to beat him. I say let Mahal beat Cena. Let Mahal beat Orton at Money in the Bank. Let Mahal beat Cena. And then, yeah. and then he loses to AJ Styles for the WWE title. So that's my situation. But yeah, thank you for listening to the 7 Days podcast, guys. I was trying to upload this yesterday, but interruption. So I was able to get this done today. If you guys can, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on social media, links in the description box below. Thank you, Bully Ray, for responding. Those are my Extreme Rules picks, and I'm out. Later.